30 years ago today, 6 firefighters lost their lives in a tragedy that shook the metro. The Now KC's Mackenzie Nelson was there today as the community gathered to remember the men and the day they took their last call.
Michael Oldham.
Mike Oldham was my dad.
Jacqueline Oldham is trying to remember her dad as others honor his sacrifice.
30 years ago, I was only 3.
It was November 29th, 1988.
Every year we remember this date, and it's nice that the rest of the city, shares with that.
Dozens of people gathered at the memorial site near 87th Street and Blue River Road, the construction site where 6 Kansas City firefighters were killed in an early morning explosion. Captains Gerald Halloran and James Kilventon, and firefighters Thomas Fry, Luther Hurd, Robert McCarnan, and Michael Oldham.
It was really great to see how the community came together and came to honor these men.
Deputy Chief James Dean was working at Station 45 when he heard the explosions.
We knew something bad had happened, but we really didn't know exactly. We tried to monitor the radio, and we only knew that the battalion chief who arrived on the scene wanted to make sure no one else came to the scene.
The investigation determined the explosions were caused by arson. 5 people were found guilty of setting a construction trailer loaded with tens of thousands of pounds of explosives on fire. A tragedy that transformed the job of first responders.
Even though it was a tragedy, it caused a significant change in Kansas City, the way we fight fires and gather information, and also the nation.
Firefighters now trained to recognize hazardous materials. Jacqueline only wishes the change came before the tragedy.
One thing that I'm proud, I hear something about Hazmat 71. I know that came from the explosion.
As time goes on, Jacqueline says it never gets easier, but she is proud to see the community remember a day she will never forget.
I'm just part of the legacy, and I'm always going to be connected to the fire department now, and I'm very proud.
In Kansas City, Mackenzie Nelson for the Now KC.
Now, of those people convicted, 3 remain in prison serving life sentences. 1 passed away in 2009, and 1 was released last year after serving 22 years.